I might have to find my tripod. In fact, I'm gonna do it now. Here's my tripod. It's only a little bit broken. It'll totally still work, mate. I got one person. Have they talked in the chat? We got Kingston. Jesus, it's been forever since Kingston was the first one in the stream. Usually you show up like 20 or 30 minutes in. It's nice to see you here right when I start. Oh no. If I aim it that way, you're gonna see the horrendous disaster on that side of the room. If I aim it this way, you're gonna see the horrendous disaster on this side of the room. Everything's a mess. Oh no, you're looking at my bathroom. Ladies and gentlemen, dogs and cats, welcome to Late Night Legoing. This is a news type of stream. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna be doing this, but if this type of stream proves to be successful, I will definitely do it more often. And only Bugatti I can almost afford. I don't even know what the Bolide is. So basically, this is the Bugatti Bolide in the Lego Technic series. Kind of a controversial set, actually, because this set kind of breaks the whole trend of Lego Technic and was one of the first ones to like continuously break that trend. So essentially it has, I guess it doesn't have a gearbox or anything. It's literally just a car that you drive around because yes. And I do have a couple sets that are just like that. I have a Chevy Corvette Stingray, which is yellow. That one is just like that. And then I also have a Ford GT, but I'm pretty sure the GT does have a form of gearbox. I could be wrong though, and the GT is actually in here. No, I don't think it has a gearbox, but it does have a spoiler that you can move up and down. This is a pretty cool set, except that the wheels constantly try and come off. But it's the same basic concept where it doesn't have any suspension. And like this one, I'm actually surprised that the back has suspension. Actually, it does have suspension. Huh. I stand corrected. This one does have suspension. I would hope, because it was like $100. But it's got the doors that make you feel more entitled than everybody else if your car has them. But we're not talking about this set today. We're talking about the Bugatti Bolide. And I do have a couple plans for potentially other ones in the future. The Bolide is like the first one. It's a rather small set. I can probably finish it tonight. I was considering building the Volvo articulated hauler on stream, but I decided not to because building that was kind of a mess since I didn't really know if it was going to work, and then I had to program the Control Plus app afterwards, and it's kind of an ordeal. Also, the mobile crane Mark II that's sitting over there, I've kind of been wanting to take that apart and then dust it off and rebuild it. But I do know that probably tomorrow or throughout the next couple days, there will be more late night Legoings of progress on the Technic Unimog, the Mercedes Unimog, which is one of the best sets in the Technic series, is friggin' legendary, and it popped up at a Lego store, Bricks and Minifigs near me, and so I got it, and it is really good. It is really, really nice, but it was in thrashed shape, so I've had to take it apart and start rebuilding it. Hi, William, and hi, Bricko. What if Legos are only made to be placed with pliers, not hand? That is called erector sets. The only other one I was thinking would be this this set here, this cement truck, but I already did this one. And I also got this at the Lego store alongside the Unimog. And I kind of want to start making videos on certain Lego sets on my second channel. See how that does. Biggest complaint with this is the turning radius. Is really bad. I got the McLaren F1 car, and I went insane building... Would you happen to be talking about this McLaren F1 car? And I also happen to have, and I also went insane building. Or are you talking about the new smaller one that I guess is pullback racer? But this is another one that confused me because it does not have a steering knob, so you can't play with it. It is purely a display piece. And that confuses me. Wrong one. Oh, so it was a smaller one. This one wasn't even that hard to build. It just took a really long time. Yeah, I was considering getting the smaller one today. They had it at Walmart, but I decided to go with the Bugatti because I already had the big one. And then the grand finale, after probably a good chunk of these, it isn't a pullback. The Technic one, right? Not the regular brick-built one? Because the brick-built one in the F1 series is like, it has a lot... Oh, it's the F1. Okay. Yeah. Watch out for fingers, they might slip. No, I do Technic builds all the time. The kind of grand finale for these, or kind of the big, like, milestone that I'm going to reach is, the Chiron, which also needs to be rebuilt and dusted. But that's future me's problem to figure out. Tonight, our concern is another Bugatti. The Bolide. Yes, I totally thought that was pullback and release. I don't know. But before I can do anything, first, we've got to get this thing on the tripod. And it does not fit because of my pop socket. Can I get it, like, past the pop socket? I have to, like, awkwardly shovel it into this weird... To, like, squeeze the very side of the phone and just hope it doesn't fall out. And that's tight. Oh no, you're seeing the horrors. There we go. This is gonna be fun because I cannot read the chat. So, it's time to bogan a solution to not being able to read the chat. It's called grabbing an iPad, going to Safari, getting on YouTube, typing in Tessera's Nerf Room, turning the audio off, and going in here, and then just looking at the chat on here. So there we go, that's my bogan solution. And let me move some of these other, these past dramas that we'll get into another day. Anyway, it's late at night. How are y'all doing? It is 11:15 p.m. for me. Should try and make your own Nerf gun. I actually tried that previously. It went horribly wrong, so... Oh, god damn it. Great! So it's not just the McLaren that has a tremendous amount of stickers. Good to know. Alright. That's 4. This is 1. 2, 3. Okay. You already know. So, tonight we're doing this. Tomorrow begins the extraordinary expedition of much extraordinariness. F1 I made it double the stickers, I think. I'm still considering getting it, so might see that appear on Late Night Legoing soon. Sooner or later, I don't know. I'm not sure. I have to finish the Unimog before I do anything else. I am just so tired of working on the Unimog today that I wanted to build literally anything else. So, figured, let us do the Bolide, because a Bolide could be fun. I guess you could call this ASMR for those of you who like that kind of thing, you freaks. Friggin' weirdos. But I don't judge. Except for the part where I literally just did. But just ignore that. So realistically, it's not going to be ASMR at all because I, as you probably already know, am a garbage YouTuber. Which means I am forced to yell. Constantly. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If I'm not yelling, I will die. Because that's what happens to garbage YouTubers. If you didn't know that, it's a little nugget of information for you. Also, this is especially fun because my fingers already hurt from literally working on the Unimog the whole day. Like, literally the entire day I have spent working on the Unimog. You're not garbage? That's debatable. I am a garbage person, but whether I make garbage content is what is really debatable. I mean, some people like my content, some people really don't. I don't know. Oh no, I've gone like 23 seconds without yelling. This is a nightmare. I'm garbage as a friend. Well, so is everybody else. You're alright, you're not bad. You show up in my streams. That's honestly the most you can do. Because there isn't much else that I have really open or available. If you're garbage, that means I'm also garbage, so no. You're not garbage. Of course I'm garbage, everybody knows that. Yep, that looks about right. I don't know why I read so deep into these things. They always end up lining up eventually. I woke up this morning, I had my coffee, and I sat downstairs on the couch, and I literally binged the entirety of Ninjago Tournament of Elements pretty much throughout the whole day, and I still am not done with the Unimog. That is how excessive the Unimog is. Mainly just because it's full of pneumatic systems and crap, so it takes a really, really long time to figure out how everything's supposed to go together. And the gearbox is like the size of the entire vehicle. Seriously, I cannot believe how big the gearbox in the Unimog is. It's actually probably bigger than the gearbox in the Volvo articulated hauler. And this thing has an automatic remote controlled gearbox. So it's like already as convoluted as it gets. And this was easy. This was easy compared to the difficulty of building the Unimog. My God. So, my fingers hurt. They're very tired. But I must continue Legoing. Because I must. Oh, I'm an idiot. I missed a step. This one. Like, I usually cannot binge an entire season of Ninjago. I usually, like, whenever I'm watching Ninjago, it's usually, like, I'll watch, like, 3 or 4 episodes at a time because the episodes are moderately long. I mean, like, they're not that long. I've seen, like, shows, like, 2-hour episodes. It's literally, like, a full feature film per episode. But considering Ninjago is, like, kind of a kid show, it's, like, especially in the earlier seasons, the episodes can get really, really long. If I was, like, 6 or 7, I don't think I'd be able to watch a full episode of Ninjago at a time. I feel like my ridiculous, overstimulated mind would just go insane trying to focus on one subject for that long. This is probably why SpongeBob works so well, because SpongeBob is just complete chaos for 11 minutes, and then it cuts to 11 more minutes of commercials before you actually get any more SpongeBob content. God, Nickelodeon just sucks nowadays. The filming industry just sucks nowadays, to be honest here. It's not nearly as exciting as it used to be. In some ways. And some movies just break the laws of physics in every possible regard. Other ones, like every single thing that Disney puts out, just doesn't. You should watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've had this conversation before, and I can't remember exactly what I said. I kind of agreed that I would watch it if it had something in it that I personally like out of a show. Because usually, I don't really watch TV. I don't really watch TV. I usually either play games or mess around with Nerf blasters and Legos and stuff. But with watching TV, I have to have a really good reason to want to watch something, especially for that long. Like, because I know Avatar is like a giant thing that has like a bazillion seasons or something like that, or maybe that's One Piece. I don't remember, but it's okay. I don't know why this has like a delay on it, but okay. But like, there are some exceptions. Like, sometimes I will genuinely see something that really piques my interest out of it, like Squid Game. I don't think there's anyone on the planet that knows about Squid Game that has seen Squid Game and argues that Squid Game is like a waste of time to watch. Even if you don't like the show that much per se, there's still an exciting experience out of watching it. Even though it kind of falls apart a little bit towards the end because the story just gets really, really convoluted, and then they try desperately to wrap things up, and it doesn't really work that well. But I don't know. The show literally has everything. It's only 3 seasons. The final 4 episodes are probably some of the best media out there. Okay. Oh my god, I cannot apply this sticker. I can't apply it. What the hell? Alright, let me try from this side. My fat friggin' finger cannot fit in there. Oh my god. Alright, hang on. 10,000 IQ strat. Just gonna... There we go. Yeah. Just like... Nope, that's crooked. Oh, wait. Yeah, there we go. That was excruciating. That was excruciating. I'm not doing that again. I will find some other way to do this. Alright, I will put Last Airbender back on my list of things to look into. I'm not sure when. It probably won't be anytime soon, just because I don't watch TV much. I mean, I just said I really don't watch TV. So, if I do watch it, it's gonna be when I literally have nothing else to do. Maybe after the season at the water park finishes, I will watch Last Airbender to celebrate. Because my feet hurt. I am tired. I'm very tired. And I am ready to not yell at people to put life jackets on. I'm very, 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 very ready to not yell at people to put life jackets on. It's gonna be nice when I no longer have to worry about yelling at anyone to put their life jacket on. Ever again. Unless my boss really begs me to come back next year, which I don't know. I don't know if I can come back to keep yelling at people to put more life jackets. I don't know if I can do it. I've already done that a lot this year. I don't know. Oh. That flips up. Oh, okay. Lego Technic is just friggin', it's so convoluted, but it's so fun. I genuinely think that this is like the best form of Lego to exist. And I know it's a bit controversial because a lot of people argue that the difficulty of building Technic sets and then having to deal with the pins and connectors and then taking them apart is like way harder than putting them together. So it's like putting it together is like one of those things where you do it once and you just never touch it again because it's such a pain to take them apart. On the other hand, they're very structurally stable, and because of the way that you can just put things through every single Technic piece, it allows for the psychotic, unbelievably complicated gearboxes that exist in a lot of Technic vehicles. Even though I feel like Lego has kind of besmirched the Technic name a little bit in the last couple years, and ironically, it has to do with sets like this Bugatti Bolero. I think it's called the Bolero. I don't know, but mainly like Lego Tech. I mean, the best kind of Lego Technic sets, in my personal, like, this is all my personal opinion, but the best kind of Lego Technic sets are the ones like the Mobile Crane Mark II over there. It's kind of hidden behind the Volvo articulated hauler, but the Mobile Crane Mark II is like a friggin' unbelievable. Like, this thing is insane. This thing literally just blew me away in every possible regard. Look at this thing. It's a crane with 10 wheels. It has 8-wheel steering that makes it turn super smoothly. The boom moves up, it rotates, it extends, the thing drops, the outriggers slide out, and they deploy with one motor. That's the gearbox that's inside of this crane. It does all that stuff with one motor, and you literally move little Technic levers back and forth in order to actuate the gearbox. We don't really get sets like that anymore. Like, the ones that we do get are like the Chiron, like, or the sets like the 1/8 scale supercars, where all that Technic stuff is hidden under a big pretty shell. And the big pretty shell is cool, it's fun, and definitely the Chiron is an insane build. It is enormous, it is stinking heavy, and it does a lot. But unless you build it, you really can't appreciate anything that's going on just because it's so packed. Like, it's very packed, and there's no direct way to operate any of those interesting Technic mechanisms. And that's kind of what makes me sad. I want to see Technic stuff be, like, really, like, as extraordinary as I know it can be. Like, because again, I have the Mobile Crane Mark II. I have stuff like the Class Zerion 5000 tracked VC. One without even like that complicated of a gearbox. The Class Zerion does not have a super complex gearbox. It more so focuses on the steering. It's more so the way that you can move the motor around and kind of just get it to like different parts of the build that make it interesting. But definitely the Class Zerion's high point is the steering mechanism. That's kind of its big selling point. And I mean, other than that, like, then you have stuff like the 6x6 all-terrain tow truck, which is really, really cool, except for the part where it's kind of unusable, and it's mostly just a display piece. Like, you can't put anything in the bed of the truck. You can tow Technic cars with it and stuff. It does have a lot of really cool gearbox and stuff, but like the power functions, it just wasn't ready yet. Like, that wasn't something that was really ready to come out when that set came out. I definitely think the Volvo articulated hauler is like literally just the all-terrain tow truck, but better in every way. Like, it's the exact same thing, it's just way more refined, and it's better, and it's simpler, and it's great. Ow. And then you have other sets which, like, there are sets which I feel like haven't gotten the recognition that they deserve. Like, I think it's called the Heavy Duty Tow Truck. It's like an orange tow truck. Let me see. I gotta find out. Yeah. Yeah, this one. This one right here. I think this set's cool. Because it's another one. Like, that is like, it's a good looking set. Like, it's a really good looking one. And it's also got, like, a tremendous amount of stuff that's going on the inside. Like, you have all the pneumatic functions in that set, which, again, that's one of the reasons why ¿cómo se llama? The Unimog is so good, is because of the pneumatics, which you don't usually get anymore. And the Heavy Duty Tow Truck is another one that gets to really show off what it can do with pneumatics, and I love that. It's cool. You don't see that much anymore. You mostly see, like, the cars being, like, this is a very simple set. This is really, really, really simple. I mean, I've seen some small Lego Technic sets. Like, I think there's one that's like a tiny bulldozer that recently came out that is, it's a teeny tiny, it's like $10. And it can do stuff. Like, a $10 Lego set that is actually able to do something and isn't just like a block that you put together that, if it's a city thing, probably has wheels. And isn't just like a solid block that you get. I like it. I just like it. It's pretty good. slowly starting to come together. Where is everyone? It says there's 4 people in the chat, but there's no one talking. I'm just over here yapping to myself. And I'm also doing that because I'm tired and I don't want to get burnt out and start falling asleep while streaming. That would suck. We've made something symmetrical. Nope, still not symmetrical. Ow. There we go. Wait. What the heck? Okay. Now we're building something more technicky. I don't know. Neat stream. Hi, Xavier. Welcome to the channel. Here we yap about Legos, Lego Technic, and I've spent the last 15 minutes going on and on about how I feel like Technic has kind of fallen off a little bit, and absolutely no one cares at all. But what else is new? Bringing up the egg, and the egg piece comes out. That's when you know things are getting real. Hi, Dusk. No, I'm not. You always show up very, very, very late. Would you consider getting the Liebherr crawler crane? I very, very much want to get the Liebherr crawler crane. In fact, that is the set that I'm trying to get for Christmas. If I get one thing for Christmas, I want the Liebherr crawler crane. I think that is like the absolute highest freaking peak of what makes Lego Technic good ever. Like, the only thing that's as good as that, if not better, is the Liebherr excavator. But those are really, really expensive, and I don't really feel like trying to find one that I don't have to donate a kidney in order to afford. So we'll come back to the excavator. It's late because I'm busy a lot of time during the day. This is true. This is very true. But at least you're here. How are you doing? When are you gonna get back over here? I still have to rematch you in Wii Bowling. Next time you come down here, drive. I want to drive your Tesla. Name a time. It's 11:42, so 11:46. You have 4 minutes. Hurry up. Do you have any of the new F1 cars? Not yet. I consider picking them up, but currently I'm trying to streamline my Lego collection, so I'm trying to get, like, I have quite a few large set, like, I have a bunch of modular buildings. I don't have a bunch of modular buildings, but I have a few modular buildings, but I don't have the infrastructure for the modular buildings, so they just kind of sit in my room, and I cannot, lol. I realized I've become protective. What do you mean? I don't understand. But I'm trying to trade in the modular buildings, because I'm sure there's someone who will get more enjoyment out of them than I will. Booked a flight, pick me up in 20 minutes. Okay, got it. Hurry to hobby. But once I get the modular buildings out, and I have like a bunch of little Lego City things that I just kind of get whenever I happen to find them and they're cheap. So I want to trade those in as well. I would like to get all the F1 cars and some of the Speed Champion stuff. There's some of the other like various Speed Champion stock cars and stuff. Put those on shelves. And then pretty much the rest of my collection I want to make with like Technic cars and Technic trucks. Because those are my two favorite themes out of Lego, is Technic and Speed Champions. And so I would very much like for an excuse to have a tremendous amount of stuff from those two lines. Oh, what? Oh, wow. Oh, okay. And what do you mean you've become protective? I genuinely don't understand what you're talking about there. Okay, that's cool. I like that. You want a V8? How about two V8s at the same time? Oh, yeah. At this point, the real lever are 900 excavated more expensive than the Lego one. Why bother? Oh, did I skip like a bunch of stuff? I did. I don't. No, I didn't. I don't even know. Just go down to the heavy equipment depot and commission a Lieber. There you go. You got it in your name. You got a Lieber. Drive it down to Walgreens. I've always wondered, like, how possible would it be to make, like, a giant piece of heavy machinery street legal? And it's been an ongoing, like, theory as to how expensive it would be to have that done. Like, what would have to happen to make, like, a giant excavator or, like, something like this where it's, like, a big, like, kind of dump truck thing? What would have to happen to make it street legal? Because it's got mirrors, it's got lights, it's got brake lights, it's got blinkers. What's missing? And I don't know the answer to that question. But I find it freaking hilarious to drive that to Walmart or through the Little Caesars drive-thru. License plate. Oh, yeah. I mean, you could probably just duct tape one to the front of it. And then you're all done. License plate. What vehicle are you trying to register? The one that's blocking out the sunlight outside. Oh, wait, is that correct? Yes. Okay, now we go on this side. What the heck happened to Dusk? He said something mysterious and now he isn't answering it. You cannot leave me on a cliffhanger. This is like when you have to go to the bathroom after, like, oh my god. I died. Why did you die? What are you protective of? I want to know. Okay, now that's upside down. My Tesla, that's fair. I have changed when I found out that Volvo manufactured heavy machinery. There you go. But yeah, I don't let anybody drive my car either. Mainly because the guys from work seem to drive their cars very violently. I think that's a fitting word, is they drive their cars violently. They are violent on the road. This picture is out of focus. Wow. That's funny. I like that. It's funnier. I got full performance. So you got, like, it's a performance Model 3. So, like, the new one's like 70K. Is it a new one or is it a used one? Because you haven't really told me much about your Tesla. You just showed me a picture of it. And then that was as far as we got in that conversation. Yeah. Ooh, nice. Mine is a 2017. It's a 100D Model S. So when it came out, it was 96 grand, I think. Something like that. Used, as I last checked, 29,000 miles. Mine was 35,000 miles. And so it's not that far off. We kind of have, like, the same general car. It's just mine is like an older, more fancy pants one. Yours is a newer, more the future, everything goes bleep bloop, everything's chrome in the future kind of one. So like that. It's a different vibe going for both sides. I still think it would be cool if you brought it, because then we could, like, mess with each other and go to the racetrack and just do laps all day. That'd be a fun thing too we could do. They're the same price as the miles. So it was roughly 29 grand for the car, and it had like 29,000. Actually, that kind of fits what my car was, because mine was 35,000, has 37,000 miles. It's actually really easy to gauge what the deal is with the miles. Okay, I clearly missed something, because there are still a substantial amount of pieces here. So what is it that I missed that had extra of those things? Let's see what I can do. Okay. I don't think it was anything to do with this engine thingy. That would be a lot more obvious. One. Nope, I put that in. One. Yeah, I put that in too. Two of those, yep. What year for you? 2017. What year for you? Yep. Put that on that side. I don't think I missed anything. I think they literally just included a bunch of extra pieces. Right. Two. Yep. They just included a bunch of extra pieces. Okay. 2023. Pretty good. I mean, to be fair, the Model 3 is way cheaper than the Model S, so it makes sense that you would be able to get a much newer car for the same price as mine. But it also is kind of hilarious how that's like a 6-year difference between our cars, and they were almost driven the same amount of miles, which means whoever was driving my car was very laid back and just did not give a crap at all, and whoever was driving your car was a stinking speed demon. Bag number 2. We are 1/4 of the way there, and it's only been 47 minutes. We're gonna be here forever. Hello, my boyfriend got the blue one for his birthday. Oh, the blue Bugatti, whatchamacallit car? Also, welcome to the stream. How you doing? No! That's a printed tile. Don't get dirty and scratched up already. I haven't even gotten to put you in the car yet. Ugh. Phew. Actually, I'll see what I can do to drive it. But it's a 21-hour drive. I have made, we consider 3D printing accessories for Nerf guns. I used to 3D print my own parts until I realized how freaking disastrous it is if you don't have a printer that is like super top of the line, because prints just constantly fail, like every single time. And I got sick of always having to like fix things and then spending hours and hours sanding down like one part for like a 17-part item that I could just pay $5 for and then wait a week for shipping. Is like, yeah, it's not worth it. It's kind of weird that Lego did 2 identical sets but in different colors. They actually did that a few different times, because the yellow Corvette that I have also has, I don't remember if it's a blue or a green version, but they did that with that too. Okay, so it's 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, there's one on the side. Strange to only have it on one side. I'm not sure why they're only doing one side. But that leads me to, of course, the dog's barking now. Shut up! I'm sure he heard me. I'm sure all the neighbors did too. I did not know that. I mean, they did that like 10 times for the F1 cars. To be fair, though, what are you going to do with the F1 cars? They're F1 cars. They're supposed to look exactly the same. We are roughly... I took my Tesla to Six Flags, and it was fine. I mean, I got there and I supercharged, and then I was done, and then I just supercharged before coming home, and then it was done. I haven't gone cross-country in it yet. I feel like autopilot would make cross-country in a Tesla way better. Way, way better. I only count the big Technic ones. Again, they did do that with the big Technic ones. Because if I go over here and I hit Lego Technic F1, and then I hit images, you can see right here we have this one, the Mercedes AMG, if it will ever load. And then here we have a red one. We've got this black one, we've got a red one, and then, is this a new one? No, that's an older one. And then, oh yeah, now we have this blue one coming out too. So that is 3 cars that all have like the same part set. I think there are like a little bit of differences. Yeah, there are a few differences and stuff. But for the most part, they're pretty much the same. I don't know what the actual differences are. I know that there are some. I know that there are differences, like the front, the top, whatchamacallit thing, the intake valve. I'm not very car smart, so I can't really give you all the specific names. But I know those things are different. I don't know what else is different. So, yeah, whatever you do, don't come to me for advice regarding cars, because I will give you nothing of any value. I watch like every F1 race. Yeah. F1 can be very fun to watch. In person, though, it is very boring because 99% of the time you're just kind of waiting for the cars to come around. And then the cars come around, it's like, oh yeah, there they go, and then they're gone. And then you're just sitting there again, waiting for them to slowly make their way around the track before you can start cheering them on again for another few seconds. It's not the same as watching it on TV. Yeah, and the tickets are way too expensive. The tickets are too expensive, and you're literally just sitting there in front of a giant section of straight track waiting for things to happen. It's not like watching basketball or something where you can always enjoy whatever is going on the screen or whatever's going on in the stadium. It is literally just waiting for stuff to happen. So, in the gap with you. Oh, I see. Oh, there's no differential. Really? Really? There's no differential? They're combining the axles. Wow. Sheesh. Now I have to sneeze. I have to blow my nose because, of course I do. let's see what I missed in chat. Lizzie, thank you. I don't know much about F1. My boyfriend's more into open wheelers. I like rally, NASCAR, endurance, and Polish. I cannot pronounce that. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because I will fail. What I do know, though, is I really feel like Lego could have used a small differential. Like, there's quite a bit of space. If they move this a little bit further back, or they move this a bit further up and forward or something, I totally feel like they could have fit a differential in here to not combine the axles. That sucks. That actually sucks. I'm actually kind of frustrated that there's no differential. I don't think it really matters. I mean, I don't remember if the Corvette... I'm pretty sure the Corvette has a differential. You know what? I'm going to go check that. I'm going to go grab the Corvette. And we're going to see if it has a differential. Because I feel like it would. Okay. I haven't actually tried this yet. Let's see. Well, Bugatti Bolide has a limited slip one, so it's closer and no typical Lego open one. Does it have a differential? It has a differential! It's got a freaking differential in there. This is the... What? It's got a V8 and a differential. But why? Why doesn't the other one have a different... This has... It's the same size. It's the same scale. It's got a differential. Lego, my God. Come on. You put the... I have no idea. I really don't know. Limited slip one. I mean, I guess it does have a limited slip, but like even then, they could have at least put a differential. I mean, it's gonna have the stupid turning now. That's the problem, is it's gonna end up doing the stupid turning, which I don't like the stupid turning. It's the reason why I don't like Lego cars that have connected axles, because, I mean, of this size, it's probably going to feature some kind of some kind of tight steering mechanism. Like the Corvette has a moderately tight steering circle. It's not the tightest, but like for the car size, it's not a bad steering circle. It's got a relatively good steering circle for a tiny one. I call this ride rhymes grug. You're so weird. You're literally just so weird. Oh, Lego. They usually never let me down. Technic never lets me down. That one let me down a little bit. God, that shit. The next time you come out here, I'm gonna boop you so many times that the nose is gonna have a little imprint in it from where my finger is. That's how many times I'm gonna boop your nose. Automation. Some time ago, I've been making a lot of cars as mod for Beam and G. You have Beam I can give you the car file set up. I do have BeamNG, I never play it. I don't really play it. I'm gonna keep pooping you. And I don't really play it because someone ruined it for me. But, I could possibly play. I mean, I played it on stream, I think, once. It's an alright game. It's pretty good. It does make my computer sound like a Formula 1 car, but it's a pretty good game. Of course, that just rotates out of my hand and flies onto the floor. Alright. Yes. I can't remember if you're in my server or not. If you are, then you can send me info about that if you'd like. Should play BeamNG together. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, definitely after the season's over. The season's almost over. Because we end on Labor Day. And then I'm not in your server. No, I was talking to the pest. What's his face? I don't remember. I know you're not because of our incident. That doesn't really matter anymore. Oh. Yeah. I guess it's not that big of a deal that this doesn't have a differential. I'm sorry I keep coming back to that. I'm just used to every single Lego Technic thing having a differential, even when it is completely unnecessary just because they wanted to make it as usable and realistic as possible for the size. And that's a theme that they have always gone by. Like, if a Lego Technic car was too small to have a differential, they would either have one-wheel steering or just not have any kind of mechanism ingrained into the rear axles. So you could just play with it. But I don't know of any Technic cars. I don't know of any. I mean, I'm sure there are some. But other than this, I don't know of any Technic cars that just don't have a differential and have a connected axle. I know a lot of city cars and creator sets that do, but not Technic ones. Yeah. I'll probably invite you back to the server. I just joined, so I don't know if you remember, but I've been on your streams before on the Minecraft one. I know you've been on my streams before. Hang on, let me go and check the server. Discord wants to load. Oh, you are there. Oh yeah, you still have the thing. Edit. Save. There we go. And we've got the other guy in here as well. Verified. There we go. Alright. We're back. I rejoined. Welcome back. Welcome to the channel. But yeah, it honestly, like I've said before, your visit to this place was the most fun I've had in so friggin' long. I don't even know. I have no idea. It's like probably close to my entire life. I haven't had that much fun hanging out with anybody. So, yeah, hanging out again in the foreseeable future would be great. It's just, and no one really needs to know about all of the nonsense. Check DMs. Yeah, I just looked. Nice to know about all the nonsense that happened after the visit, but we don't need to do that again afterwards. You don't need to do all that again. Ow! Car screenshots are on games. I sent something new. Okay then. Oh my gosh. He wants me to show this. I don't know why, but he wants you guys to see it. So there it is. Member logs, chat, games, cars I talked about on stream. Those are pretty good. Pretty cool. Just understand that when I play BeamNG, all I do in that game, and literally the only thing I do in that game, is try and drive into things as fast as possible and see how many times I can go further than totaling the car before I finally actually total the car and make it to a point where you can't drive it anymore. That's what I like to do in BeamNG Drive. So, if I use your cars, I will do nothing but just drive into things. And I will completely destroy all of those cars. So, please understand the risks before you agree to letting me drive those cars. Yo, same. Hey, got another demolitions expert in the chat. We should do car hunt. I don't know what car hunt is. I like to drag race, rally, and do missions, but totaling them is also cool. Hey, anything for a fellow Nuggeteer. Basically, one runs, the other tries and stop. Oh, I see. Interesting. It's better with multiple people trying to hunt one. The problem is, I don't play online games unless it's like Mario Kart World. I play way too much Mario Kart World. I think I've played more Mario Kart World than I have played anything else. Other than like Deltarune or something. I play way too much Deltarune. But other than that, I play too much Mario Kart World. Almost like MC Hunt that Dream does. Manhunt? Ugh. It's another page that's out of focus. With vehicular manslaughter. Oh my god. Hey, it makes sense. Oh, I see. Oh. Making this. Also, there are just 9 out of 33 cars, each including 5 trims with 156 to go. Hey, that's great. That sounds fun and not painful at all. And I definitely don't feel sorry for you because that sounds like a titanic pain in the ass. I understand that pain because Mario Kart World has skins. Did you know? I'm not fake news. Complete fake news. Fabrications, outright lies, complete fabrications, nonsense. The most bullcrap I have ever heard in my entire life. That is silly. That is unbelievable. Who do you think you are? Ask chat then. Chat, look at Dusk. Look at his face. What do you think? I don't need to say anything. You all figure out the question and the answer. Come up with your own verdict, even though there is only one factually correct answer. So don't tell anyone about this. Transfer the map for Forza Horizon 3 into BeamNG. You say don't tell anyone, but it's in my stream, so I don't know what you want me to do. Okay, now we can finally put this thing in there. Phew. Half joke, I doubt anybody will sue me for a personal mod. If Nintendo owned Forza Horizon, you and any children you might have or any extensions of your family would be paying for the rest of their combined lives. But Forza is not owned by Nintendo, so you'll be fine. Also, it's recreated, not copied. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's just they don't care. Well, now what? No, I can't tonight. I'm building car. Let me build car. I don't know, I'm dumb. You're boopable. I'm using an old keyboard because the old one broke and I can't type some letters normally. Oh my gosh. Dusk, you have the power of playing Wii Bowling the dingus way and not being able to see out of your Darth Vader helmet. That's the powers that you have. Lies untrue. Yes. Yes, quite. Whatever. Keep talking. Keep saying that. Eventually it might come true. You might need a little bit of fairy dust, but I believe in you. I'm getting you. You told me this, and I still don't know why, because the one that you have right now is perfect. Wait, what? I didn't heard that. Dusk's, like, fursuit head is so hard to see out of. It's, like, completely impossible. It's, like, the silliest thing. It is heavy and cumbersome, but it's so funny. I don't even care. Like, it's a thing. And then the problem is that, like, his head is, like, a little bit differently shaped than mine. So the chin strap thing just kind of falls and pushes on my neck. So me trying to, like, wear it for the videos was so difficult. It's just, like, the hardest thing ever. I was trying to breathe, and I just could not breathe. And I was like, this is unbelievable. I need to get out of here. To get this thing off my head. Should also include what we did when I was in suit. Huh, yes. It almost was like we made a crappy video where you danced around in freaking the mall for like an hour until he got yelled at by security. They're mighty unwieldy. And then you didn't even end up publishing it for undisclosed reasons. It just didn't work. And then afterwards, we ended up filming another video that ended up on my crappy plush channel where we broke my Lego set. And the more time that has passed since that, the more I have felt the pain and despair for throwing that Lego set down the stairs. Ugh. That was a very expensive day. But it was fun, though. I can't lie. That was pretty fun. Those are mighty unwieldy. It was very unwieldy, yes. There's no more chat. Ugh. I wanted to print out a Rexolium head as a fursuit, but it was too. I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna copy it. Oh my god! Yes, take this. We're gonna zoom in on that, and then we're gonna hit done. And now I'm gonna go to photos, and then I am going to take it. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna friggin'. There we go. Copy. What is it? What is it? Please let me paste. There we go. Oh, those things. Forgot about those. VR chat freak. I mean, you do see a tremendous amount of those on VR chat. I will fully attest to that. I've been on VR chat for a really long time now. I think I've been playing VR chat for like a good 4 or 5 years, and I've seen so many of those on VR chat. It's like it's insane. $15. Where's the? There we go. 15. Oh, it's the Prindle. 15 is the Prindle. Like, this car has a Prindle, but it doesn't have a differential. I'm gonna keep going back to this, because it's so stupid. 21. We've got the, like, race logic heads-up display. I think is cool. And then 31. There. Now we've got this whole console thing up. I played a lot some years ago on PC keyboard, but now I don't have a reason to do so. When that happens, it means it's time to get a headset and then complete the rest of the side quests. That is a very tight interior. I like that. That's cool. That kind of matches how the actual interior, at least I would think, would look in some kind of race car like this. I feel like this thing would be insanely fun to drive. Like, so fun to drive that you get in the car and within 10 minutes you instantly get into a wreck because you brake 145 miles an hour in 3 seconds. I can't buy a working keyboard, let alone a headset. I mean, I would say the MetaQuest 3, but, like, I don't know who you are. I don't know what your income is or anything, so I don't even know if the MetaQuest 3S would be viable for you. I got a 3S, and we were pretty much dirt broke at the time, so I feel like the Quest 3S is still at least relatively viable, but I don't want to assume anything. So I'm going to shut up and continue building my Legos. Okay, now I'm making the steering bit. And I put my shoes on backwards. So that's great. That's a great start. Should also do VR chat sometime. My income is 0 in a week. I start a year and a half training for safety instructor, but I doubt it will be useful. Hey, it might be. And Dusk, yeah, we totally should. You can hit me up and, like, say a time and a date whenever, and I'm good. I'm mostly available on weekdays. So, just let me know and I'll see what I can do. We did VR chat for like 10 minutes, and that was the extent of our VR chat endeavors. Could also probably stream them now that I have a Maxim avatar. It would be funny. Could have them do the yoinky splanky the entire time we are literally doing anything. Phew. Now this, I guess, goes on here. Yep, that looks about right. And that's the same steering circle as a Corvette. I'm still salty about the differential. I'm still salty about the differential. I don't even know why. I don't even know why I'm so salty about there not being a differential. It's just such a stinking easy easy fix that they just didn't do. And something broke before I even got done building. That's a great start. Things in great hands. Main problem is I live in a village without public transport to the city, so I can't get to work. Oh, I see. So you need a nugget mobile. But because nugget mobiles are very expensive, and Uber is like 50 times more expensive. Like, I've seen people argue, well, just get an Uber. But literally getting an Uber, even if it's like a 10 or 15 minute drive, is so expensive that it's basically like getting a full tank of gas for a car every single time you want to drive, but like 3 or 4 full tanks. It's unreasonable. It is way too expensive for most people, and yeah. Ow. I'm too scared to do driving license. Okay. I will 100% make this argument. Even if you don't want to drive, you should absolutely get your driver's license. Even if you don't drive that much. Get a stinking driver's license. I promise you, the ability to drive is like the best thing that you can possibly know nowadays. Because getting anywhere is so hard. And this is like, unless you live in a specific country or something, where, again, I have no idea where you're at, but like in the US, for example, driving is mandatory. It is required to live, to do anything. You have to be able to drive, because everything is so far away from each other that walking is impossible. There is no feasible way to walk anywhere to do anything. So, worst case scenario, being able to drive out of a location in an emergency is good. It's really good. Best case scenario, it gives you the ability to go wherever you want without constraint. As long as you have a little bit of extra pocket cash for gasoline, or if you manage to basically do what we did and get like a really used EV, then you get power for way cheaper. I don't even know. We'll see, maybe I will. I don't even know where I will live in 1.5 years. I'm in Poland. Oh, okay. The cities are okay without a car, but villagers need them. Okay, so I know absolutely nothing about Poland at all. So that's great. And it makes it very, very easy for me to give you advice. But what I can say is it doesn't really matter where you're at. I would still argue that getting your driver's license, even if you don't want to drive, if you have the ability to do so, is a really good idea. Because that one day where you do really want to drive, or you really have to go somewhere to get something done, and being able to just go do it is a life-saving difference. But then again, I am a professional American, so I don't really have a say in the matter. I will get a stroke this keyboard. I need to hind haul to open the screen one. I am so sorry. I have no idea what you're saying. That is impossible to read. Phew, we're halfway there. It's only been 90 minutes. I have 50% battery left. Found it, can't write straight because my keyboard is busted and it's infuriating. I hope you're able to get a new keyboard soon. But ladies and gentlemen, dogs and cats, we are halfway there. We've made it through bag number 2. Now we are on bag number 3. I'm going to rearrange a little bit. I'm going to move the stickers over here so I can lay the car down and just be able to build. Oh, tired. Okay, I'm gonna need these things in a second, but right now, there we go. Now we're building a piece that probably looks way more complicated than it actually is, but I don't know. We'll have to find out. Nope, those are all going in the same direction. That's a good start. Okay, here we go. That's why. Also, from what I remember, you didn't really like the topic of furries last time I was here. I don't really recall that. I don't remember what we were talking about specifically, but I will say that I don't like excessive, like really, really excessive talk about furry stuff, like furry role-playing, and especially like in my server and in my chat and stuff. Like, because there are kids who watch my videos and streams, and I care about them, and I don't think they need to be exposed to all of the silly shenanigans that tend to happen. And on a personal note, I've had extremely, extremely bad experiences with them. So I am biased. But I try not to let my biases get to me, because that makes me a bad person. I'd rather not be worse than I already am. So, efforts made, efforts kept. Promises made, promises kept. That works. Efforts made, efforts kept. I don't know if that works as well, but I'm going to say it anyway because it sounds cool. And now we have to build a thing. I don't know what the thing is that we're building, but I guess we'll figure it out. Oh, I think I see what it is. Yeah, so if I look at... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I make the... Remember asking me new about the broad topping and got kind of defensive. I get it, some things about them are not PG friendly. Some things about them are very not PG friendly, and then you also mainly have, like, I don't remember when this was. Because it also kind of depends on the time. Because my mood changes a lot. It more so just had to do with my bad experiences, most likely. Because some things I just really don't feel like talking about when I'm having a really good time. Alright, so now I have to find like a little teeny tiny dingus borkus looking piece that looks almost exactly like every other teeny tiny borkus looking piece that is in this entire godforsaken stinking set. Here it is. Just this one little piece with a Bugatti logo on it. That is the easiest thing to miss ever. I found it. And I am glad that it's printed, because that did make it a little bit less agonizing to find. It was when you were building a metro system in the MC. Oh, that was a couple months ago, right? I can't remember if that was before or after Dusk came to visit, because Dusk did come to, I mean, that's why I was talking with Dusk about visiting again, because he came to visit previously. And the experience with him definitely kind of lightened my abrasive take on hanging out with furries. I think I was talking about like a furry convention or me going to one, which I will still never in a bazillion years ever do. I won't ever go to a furry convention as long as I live. But yeah, just talking about furries, I don't have that much of a problem with. It's more so just, this is a family-friendly server with family-friendly shenanigans. And we don't need to get into all of the crazy topics that happen to go around furries. So that's about the most that I feel like saying on that subject. Where is this piece? There it is. Oh, that has to line up. Oh no, that's inconvenient. Okay. I'll also sort that out. Oh, now we're building another one. I wanted to go on a fur walk near me, but never a convention indoors. And I guess that's fair. Usually it's like the large-scale conventions, which I think are like literally, I think that furry conventions are where the cancer disease comes from. I actually think that is how it is created, is it just spawns there. And in every single one. I love that front end. That looks so good. Oh, that looks really cool. That's really, really, really cool. I like that. Oh, I like it a lot. And the one thing I don't like about the Corvette is kind of the front end. I mean, like, this part here looks good, but, like, the top end, especially right here, it's a pretty square overhang arch thing. Just doesn't really fit that car very much. Now we have, looks like we're building a side panel. I may have to go get another Coke. I am very thirsty. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go get a Coke. I'll be right back. If you destroy the chat while I'm gone, you will be banned upon my return. Heed my words! Okay. That's why I prefer fur walks. So they're just parades and suits alongside some roads. I mean, that actually doesn't sound like it would be that cancerous. That just sounds like it'd be relaxing almost. Like, you're just chilling, waddling down the road, being a nuisance professionally. And hanging out with other people who are just as much of a nuisance as you are. About the disease, I think it's more from social media than conventions. I don't know. Because a lot of that evil breeds in the conventions. So, I don't know. Also, I just realized I accidentally built two of the exact same thing. But I've got one for the other side. but I never was on one because of lack of transport and suit. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. You have been spared from the horrifying insanity that is furry conventions. Be grateful! Dusk is not like you, on the other hand. He goes to so many of those that he probably has multiple duplicates of himself. Ugh. He, like, goes to every single possible one there is just cuz. Now this thing has to go somewhere over here. Where? Nope. That way. Yes. Right? There. Does that plug? Yes, it does. Oh. Here we go. Pretty good. I am holding back here. I don't want to be banned, but I'm far from innocent. Is there even such thing as innocence anymore? Ugh. Guys, we're still not done with this one side. Fuck. And there's hair stuck in it. Three. Wait, 3? No, 2. Where innocence needs to be, then let it be. That's my philosophy. Oh my god. You managing to stay innocent in this server and in this chat is the reason you're still here. Because my mods are on top of that kind of stuff. Like, whenever they see anything, they're like, nope, away with you. To the bunkers you go. Usually I don't even like have to say anything. They just do it. So you're obviously doing something right, because they haven't had any reason to shut you up or anything yet. And I don't want anyone to think at that point that my mods are being abusive or anything. It's just we value the kind of family-friendly standpoint. My channel goes for, and in general, just like I as a person stand by. And so, like, usually people who are just trolls or something like that, it's called having a filter. Leave me not like some people. Oh my god. Like, yeah, we've banned a lot of people who are just annoying trolls who just show up here to just spam and destroy the chat or whatever else. And then they come back with alt accounts, and then we just instantly ban them again. And then they come back with alt accounts again, and then we just keep banning them. And there was actually one time, one stream in particular, that was quite a war zone in the chat. And I have no idea which one it was. I don't remember when it was. No, that's 63. This is 9. Okay. I don't remember when it was. It was like years ago, I think, at this point. There was just one person who would not stop. And this one singular person came back on like friggin' 15 or something different alts. Like, he came back like at least 15 times. At least. And just kept spamming and kept just trying to destroy the chat. And I had like 7 mods on. And I literally just ignored him. And every time he'd show up, he'd get banned within like 3 seconds. It is just... You'll be forgotten. You were wasting your time with no benefits. I know, I just ignored him. But, like, I was trying not to laugh at the insanity going on in the chat the whole time. It was really hard because it was just so stupid. But, yeah, I remember that day. I felt bad, so I think I tipped my admins, like, $20 after it was all done or something like that. Because they helped me deal with that the whole night. And it was just, ugh, yeah. There have actually been a couple streams like that. There have been a small handful. Ugh. But yeah, usually in terms of like, this is just like a late night thing, so I don't really have staff on, but I'm here. I can just handle any sudden chaos. But usually when I'm doing like big gaming streams or anything that I plan for, I never have less than like 3 or 4 mods on to deal with people. This is a very strange build. This is the strangest build I think I've seen out of this so far. They waste time. Like, the thing is, they don't waste any effort or anything. Like, they're not known for anything. No one knows who they are. And they don't waste anyone's breath or time or effort or anything. Like, my mods don't care. My DC got raided once during a stream. My mods were sleeping. I didn't notice till the end of the stream. They spam stuff from orange YouTube everywhere. I needed to bleach my eyes. I don't even know what that is. I'm not even going to bother looking that up. That just sounds like pain. But that's actually kind of funny. Imagine you're just streaming and then you come back and there's like 560,000 messages from one person in the chat. Look at this thing. It's like a giant hodgepodge of stuff. They were all GIFs in general. So stupid. This is so stupid. Oh my gosh. It's like I'd have the same reaction as Chef Baby in that one like Super Mario looking video where they put the like some ungodly amount of sticky notes all over the house that said cookies on them. Like just slowly looking at it and appreciating it before just shouting out, "Why? Just why?" Oh, here's the point why I can do this. I can finally turn this thing around. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do the other side now. While the good morning music plays. Da 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 da. I'm back from Cali. What's up? Oh my god, Shadowbee. Shadowbee. How are you doing? Welcome to Late Night Legoing. We have almost officially been streaming for 2 hours. We're not really that close to being done yet. Still have a good handful of stuff left to do. There's nothing to appreciate. It was all grainy and ugly. They didn't even bother to put one free. Oh my god. Legos are awesome. Yes. Yes, they are. I am tired. I'm very tired. It's very late. And it's now after 1 in the morning and I'm still Legoing. I don't know what percentage this has. It's at 42%. I'll be fine. Ugh. Also, I don't know why I have to keep restating this, but my DMs are open on Discord. I don't mind having people message me. And a lot of people, I don't know why I have to keep clarifying this, but a lot of people just don't want to tell me things because they think my DMs are just closed and that I don't like talking to people. I will respond to you when I get the chance. My DMs are open. So, yeah. I remember getting the Lego Monster Hunters train when I was little. Bro, I got a Monster Hunters, like a light blue kind of, like, vintage Mercedes-looking car with, like, a giant, like, quantum shuffler thing on top. I don't know what it was called. And then I also got, like, the Dr. Frankenstein creation table-looking thing with the dungeon next to it. Both of those sets have just been lost to time. I have no clue where any of those pieces would be. I have tried rebuilding them over the years. It's impossible. There are way too many pieces missing. The old Lego lines just can't be beat. Monster Hunter is definitely, like, one of the most unbeatable ones. I think Monster Hunter, Rock Raiders, and Galaxy Squad are, like, the holy trinity of those Lego lines that just don't exist anymore, and I so desperately wish they did. Also, Ultra Agents I thought was really, really cool. I remember I really wanted a bunch of Ultra Agent sets when I was little, and I was never able to get them. And it always kind of pissed me off that I was never able to get them. I want like the Ultra Agent's mobile command base. That was like the thing that I really wanted, because it was like this giant semi-truck. One wall is definitely not YouTube. And you can send me a room. I've said everything. I've seen everything. Lone Ranger and Star Wars were the best movie Lego sets, in my opinion. I actually have quite a few of the Lone Ranger sets. I have the Lone Ranger train. It has a few pieces missing, but I'm pretty sure it is like still fully buildable. And I do still have the figures for it. And I have the Lone Ranger, kind of that mineshaft mountain thing that has the exploding rock thing. I know I have those two. I'm also I have a Stagecoach, like the red Stagecoach set as well. That one is in a lot of pieces. I don't really think that one is rebuildable right now. It needs a lot of things that still need to be put back together. Those are the 3 Lone Ranger sets that I know I have. I don't think I had any of the... I don't think I had any other ones. I'm not sure what other ones there were. But I know I have those 3. I have the instructions for those 3 at least. And... I don't really want to get rid of any of them. I'd like to rebuild the train. I'd really like to rebuild the train. And I actually have the mineshaft like fully completed in a bag. And I just haven't gotten around to rebuilding it yet because I don't have anywhere to put it. But that is something that I do want to get to. Maybe another late night Legoing stream. We'll get to that. Rebuild the mineshaft. What's your Discord name on the server? I don't want to send it to some rando. It's Volo/Tessera. It's the one that should be like online with the green name that says The Long Idiot as the role. I have 2 different accounts. The one that just says Tessera is my business account, and then the red one that has the red dragon is my personal account. So if I go back to Discord, yeah, so this is me. Oh. More random messages. That, yep, goes right. There we go. 10. Yep, this says 10. 2012, when my little, okay. Suppose new wallpaper. In 2012, when I was little, my mother took me to a library, and one of the books there was a Lego ad for the Pharaoh's Quest Scorpion Pyramid set. Never since that. It's my dream Lego set. Let me see. No. Lego Pharaoh's Quest Pyramid? It's Scorpion Pyramid. Oh yeah, Scorpion Pyramid. Oh wow. Oh yeah, I don't blame you. That is awesome. That is huge. Oh my gosh. Like for 2012, yeah. I could see that. Oh, I could see being very obsessed with that. Yeah. Oh, like $135.90. So it can be yours. It's flagship set and it's old. They go for a lot. And if you have an extra kidney that you don't know what to do with, you can buy some Legos. You can get Legos or you can get an Apple Vision Pro, which definitely hasn't like hilariously become completely obscure and no one gives a crap about it at all. It's a true autism magnet. Oh my god. Like I've wanted to talk about this for a while. Can we just like appreciate the fact that the Apple Vision Pro is something that literally nobody cares about at all anymore? No one cares about the Apple Vision Pro. Like, I haven't seen anything talking about the Apple Vision Pro in forever. There are a couple channels that like do nothing but talk about it. They haven't shut up yet, obviously, because I mean they can't really shut up about it. There's still stuff to talk about, but it's like just nobody cares anymore. Which, like, when you really sit back and think about it, it was a gimmick in my eyes from the first days. The thing is, it's not even a bad piece of technology. It's actually like a really good substitution for a computer. Like, I totally don't mind using it. Like, you can actually kind of see it just peeking out over there in the corner. If I move my water bottle, it's more visible. Here it is. It just kind of sits there. But, like, hi, Zeptro. That thing is my computer. That's the thing that I use regularly for my computer. I don't use anything else. I don't have a Mac. I don't have like a Windows laptop I have a Windows laptop. It doesn't really work. I use the Apple Vision as my computer, and it works great. Like, it works really, 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 really good as a computer. It's so expensive. Yeah, I found one's complete opened up for $250 on eBay. I might actually save up for one. Yeah, I mean, if you want to. Again, if you have an extra kidney, you don't know what to do with it, you can buy some Legos. Was that a water bottle? Great for bonking furries. Yeah, that is a water bottle. It's a Stanley, but it doesn't look like one. Like, y'all want to talk about, oh my god, test with the Stanley Cup. This is my Stanley Cup. It is a giant tank of a friggin' water bottle. It is so heavy that it has its own gravitational pull. And when I take it to work, I don't have to refill the whole thing all day long. This might be a bit of a hot take, but The Lord of the Rings is one of the best Lego games. I haven't really played the Lego games, so I don't really know. I have Lego Star Wars on the Wii, and I have tried to play that a few times. What are you drinking? Coca-Cola. But like I've tried to play Lego Star Wars. Like it's the Skywalkers. It's the one that everybody says is so good. I mean, I think it's okay. Like the gameplay isn't that fun. I don't know. And it sucks to say that, but like I generally don't find the gameplay that interesting. I mean, I haven't completed it yet, so I don't know if there's like something really interesting or exciting that happens later that I don't know about. But I don't know what the whole thing is with the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga game. It's an okay game. There's not really wrong with it. I just don't know what the whole thing is, why everybody talks about it. So it's meant to be played as a kid. Trust me, it's a long-term nostalgia drug. That is fair. I got Lego Indiana Jones as a kid, and I couldn't get past one of the first puzzles, and I stopped playing it because there was just no way to progress. And like, my mom and my dad would sit there and try for hours to complete this puzzle, and there was just no way reasonably to do it. Like, to the point where everyone gave up. My whole family gave up trying to play this game because of this puzzle being so hard and we couldn't figure it out. And to this day, I still have no idea how you get past that one room. Like, I eventually did come back to the game, and I tried it again, and I still couldn't get past the puzzle. I played that, and I couldn't get past the part where you're in a warehouse full of boxes. Yeah! That's the room! What the hell? Why does everybody have the same problem? It's literally the same puzzle. Because I remember that. It was a giant room full of boxes, and you had to like get up on like a really high shelf or something stupid like that, and you just couldn't do it. There's just no way to get over it. I don't like Lego and games overall. They're so arcadey. I'd play in BeamNG where you could build your own sets with realistic physics, not some Mario Kart. Like Lego 32K Drive. What the heck? I mean, you're not really wrong, but at the same time, like, there are some merits to play. Excuse me. There are some merits to playing Lego games sometimes. Like, for example, it's just the experience, dude. It's just the experience, man. I don't know what is wrong with me. Oh. Yeah, oh my god, it's a sticker. It is. It's a sticker on this teeny tiny piece. And I nailed it perfectly in the center. Oh my god. Why don't Lego make a quantum physics equation of a black hole and direct it to kids in a Lego game? I don't know! But there is no reason why one room, just one random room in the Lego Indiana Jones game is so hard to figure out that, like, my entire family tried and failed to make any sense of it. And we ended up getting rid of the game because there was no point. Like, everyone had tried. Every single freaking person in my family had tried, and nobody could do it. It was literally impossible. I don't know. Lego's not only for kids, so why make a kids-only games? Why not make a Scrap Mechanic BeamNG clone with Lego? You are referencing BeamNG a lot. I'm sensing a theme here. But, like, I don't know, guys. I really don't know why. I stopped trying to make sense of it years ago. Years and years ago. Oh, you just can't open this. Okay. That's another thing that you can do with the Corvette that you now cannot do with this Bugatti one. I'm starting to see why this set was so controversial. It's like every basic thing that you can do with Technic sets, you just can't do with this one. Oh, wait. What? What? No, that couldn't be right. No, that can't be right. I don't think it's right. I don't feel like checking because I don't care. Got myself an X-Shot A. Okay, nice. People said it would hit 150 FPS. Mine hits 170 with fresh Ember Darts. Sensing what? And I reference it because it's the best example of a physics-based game. Yep. When did you get into Nerf guns? Back when I was like 3. Because I got a... whatchamacallit? I got an Air Warriors Tommy 20 for Christmas when I was 3 years old. And I proceeded to do nothing but just shoot that thing at the window the whole day. And pretty much every single day after that, I did nothing but shoot the Tommy 20. And that's what I did. Still, AEBs are for nerds. I really like that blaster. I think the piston pump's really good. I know it's not for everybody, and I'm not going to argue that it is. But I personally think it's really, really good. Like, so very a lot good. Very, very a lot good. Okay, why is the sticker ripping? Don't rip, please. Yeah, the sticker is trying to rip. 3-year-old says regards. Oh my god. Tess has officially become an elitist. Oh my god, Jason. You're back. Most likely to make fun of me. Because that is what you do. F in chat. How have I become an elitist? What do you expect? He has an Apple Vision's Pro. What does that have to do with me being an elitist? Test flop from full length to half darts. Bruh. I've always liked half darts. What are you talking? Okay, I can't read the chat and try and get this thing at once. There we go. Okay, so now you can't really see the engine. So there we go. We're making a lot of progress. The first Nerf was early 2000 red pistol, the rail on top but inverted. The lips, not the ladder. I think it was sold with a blue one and a vest. Joking, of course. The final stretch. It's been like 2.5 hours. Now we're finally on to bag number 4. This one looks the most excessive. Next year, Tess will be doing a Nerf competition. Then he will fight FaZe. That will be a huge day. What are you talking about? And of course, something fell. This was a blue original End Strike Mag Strike. The original Mag Strike was Dart Tag. The End Strike 1 was released after that. FaZe still can't aim. Yeah, that's why he gets the most expensive red dots he possibly can to put on his blasters. Because that compensates for the lack of aiming ability. The hat also allows him to aim. Tess going to do the Maryland foam tournament. I don't know. I mean, maybe, but I wasn't really anticipating going right now. I don't know. My first Nerf was the Yellow and Blue Tech 3. I got a Tech. I can't remember what it was. Like a Tech 2. I don't remember. It was a Tech something or other, but I got on the same day as the Tommy 20. My mistake. Dart Tag Max, not necessarily. Do you have a favorite Nerf? For me, it's Strong Arm. I worked the longest out of all the ones I had. I like the Strong Arm. I like the Strong Arm a lot. I don't know if I can say it's my favorite. Is that a flippin' cement truck? It is cement truck. You just noticed it? Nope, this is a larger piece. No, oh, it's over here. My favorite blaster is like, that's a really hard question to answer. That's a hard question to answer. I'll have to think about that. I mean, it's really easy for me to just like instantly say something like the piston pump, but yeah, yes, it is a dump truck. Okay, so since Shadow B has been completely oblivious this whole time, clearly, we have the Bugatti, the Corvette, and the double punch. Yeah, there's a double punch over there. Cement truck, Volvo dump truck. There's a crane behind it. There, and then blasters over there. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I guess I'll figure that out soon. I was naming everything I've been saying for the past 20 minutes and acting surprised. I should hope so, because if you've been oblivious this entire time, I was going to be very concerned. But I wouldn't put it past you, because it does seem something like what you would do. How many stickers are on that car? The answer is yes. I'm gonna lie, it's a fun room. Lots of hobbyistic stuff. I have to cram everything in my bedroom. I have like 3 different rooms that I put things in so that I don't overcrowd any of them, and yet they're all still a giant mess. So I have failed, and I'm in the process of fixing all 3 rooms at the same time. So it's really hard, and it's taking forever and a half. But eventually I will prevail. That is an interesting building mechanic. Oh, I see. This is on the outside. Wait, why is it on the outside? That doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Something makes me want to be a perfectionist with Lego stickers, so I hate them. I like printed bricks better. Prints are good sometimes, stickers are good other times, because a lot of times prints don't get like the perfect coloration, while stickers do. You plan on going to any big events in the future for Nerf? I want to go to some big events, but I don't know when. I don't know when I'm going to be able to, like, finish the rig and be happy with it. Like, my rig, I'm not happy with it. That's the problem. Is, like, it just doesn't feel right. It feels like there's something wrong with it. And, like, I don't have magazines. That's the biggest problem, is I just don't have magazines. I'm still trying to get mags. I haven't been able to, because I've been too busy trying to pay for other things and get other things, like, out of the way. What's in that giant Logitech box behind you? That's a steering wheel. It's the Logitech G920, the Xbox edition, so that I can play Forza. I got that thing for Forza. And completely contradictory to what I just said, that thing was really expensive. HPZ or comp? I don't know. I mean, that's to decide, like, when I'm actually planning to go to an event. But right now, I don't really have any plans. I mean, the only events that I have plans to go to, like, consistently are just the Hanu games. Because I can just go. I don't have to worry about it. Going to literally any other event is like a giant ordeal. And that's what I don't like. Is because if it doesn't go really well, then it, like, ends up being a giant waste of time or something. I don't want it to be like that. Because the one thing that I literally hate more than anything else in the entire world is wasting time. I can't stand wasting time. And the idea of wasting that much time and that much money, it kills my soul. So if I go to an event, I want it to be worth it. So I want to know that I'm going to be ready to play and be able to be good at the game, so that I don't just die and then completely blow my only chance at having fun that entire week. That's fair enough. And he has 3 rooms for himself. Half my room is the wardrobe of my parents because there's no room. Tess has a big house, as far as I know. It's big and it's terrible. So, yes, I do have a big house. But that does not make it good by any means. 2. These. What the frick? What the heck? Did I put this thing on wrong? I can't tell. I have no idea. No, I didn't. It's just really, really weird. It doesn't... Where is this piece? Where is that? Where? One of those backwards. Which one is backwards? How is it backwards? Like, I'm... It's clearly backwards. Oh, no, I just put this on the wrong friggin' thing. God. And now it's wedged in there and I can't get it out. Great. Great. Relax Lego 2 has a huge Lego set as room, such as a huge Millennium Falcon. The UCS Millennium Falcon? Remember YouTube videos of people dropping those from staircases? Lego nuke. That's what the Nerf one's for. Okay. Oh my god. I can't get this out. This is the one big problem with Lego Technic. Taking these apart is like 800 times harder than putting them together. And in fact, it's so hard to take them apart that you kind of have to get like gloves and stuff to be able to do it. Ow. Yeah, that's where it's supposed to be. Okay, so now we can put these here and there. I guess that's supposed to be like at an X-shaped angle or something. I don't know. I really don't. This is a very weirdly shaped car. This is the weirdest shaped car I've ever seen. I just realized I took my shoes off backwards again, so putting them on is going to be annoying. If I kept every old Lego Star Wars set in box when I was younger, I'd probably get double-digit thousands of dollars from all of them. Yeah, I feel that. I have one Lego Star Wars set that I was really wanting to trade off because it was like really, really valuable. And then one day randomly I picked it up and it just completely shattered. And I don't mean like it fell apart. I mean the actual bricks just shattered into a million teeny tiny little pieces. I was so pissed. I literally just put it down, went outside, got in the car, and left. I didn't come back for like 4 hours. It's more of a track car than a hypercar, kind of like an Aston Martin Valkyrie. But like, it's so weirdly shaped. It doesn't seem that aerodynamic, actually. It seems more like, and here come the giant stickers. 13. Oh. I don't know how 13 and 14 are different. Oh, I see. One is slanted forwards, and one is slanted back. There we go. I would very much like to finish this before 2 o'clock in the morning. That's what I'm aiming for. Can I finish it before 2 a.m.? Because now I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. And my phone has dropped to 30%. Last stream I watched, you're building some wood carnival thing and it wouldn't work and you got so angry I was laughing my ass off. Oh! Yeah, the thing from my birthday stream. I was so pissed because that thing was like $70. And now, because it's my house, the dogs ran into the room it was in and knocked it onto the floor. So now it's completely shattered into pieces and there's no fixing it. So I'm just going to throw that out and call that another giant waste of time and money. is still a brick with this engine, but it's surprisingly quick. Sure rode around the Nürburgring GT circuit. Rode it. Oh. Oh, this goes on both sides. Okay. Like, because one thing that I will say, and I don't talk about my car that much. I'm not one of those YouTubers just like, oh my gosh, guys, I have this $6 million car. Hey, it's worth more than your mum. It's worth more than your house payment. Hey, and it's even worth more than a McDonald's cappuccino. Like, I'm not one of those people, but I like having a Tesla. I love driving that thing. It is so quick. It is so just, it's friggin' torquey and just fun. Oh my god. It's like, if you've never driven, accurate 2016 Logan Paul. If you've never driven an electric car before, I feel like that's a bucket list thing that anybody should at least get to experience. Like, even if you don't like EVs, driving one is so fun. It's so satisfying and so rewarding to drive an EV that I don't know if I could ever go back to a gas-powered car after driving an EV around. Like, obviously, if I have to, I will. But, like, if I ever have a choice between a gas car or driving an EV, I'd probably end up going with the EV. It really is that satisfying to drive an EV around. Where's the other one? When in San Francisco, there were cars driving themselves with people in the back, like how an Uber would. But it's just the car. It felt so dystopian. You're probably talking about... Are you talking about the Google Waymos? Because I wouldn't be surprised. Because Google Waymos are weird. Those are weird cars. And they don't work, which is like the funniest part, is they totally just completely don't work. Okay, yeah, these do have the holes in them. I drove Mazda 3 on an off-road tractor routes and around fields and broke off half the bumper 2 years ago as driving lessons, and you can imagine my dad didn't let me drive again. That's fair. That's very reasonable. Most reasonable crash out of the century. Is this 2 stickers? Oh my god, it is. Hi, Darkle. I'm pretty sure that's how I pronounce your name. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Feel free to make fun of me if I'm wrong. Because I mispronounce everybody's name. I took a photo of the car. I can send it to you via Discord. Yeah, go for it. Okay, 18 goes on the front bit, and then 17 goes on the back bit. Don't worry, man. I don't even know how to actually pronounce it myself. I just took it from deleted GTA 3 character. Darkle. No, don't slide off. Then 17. And it kind of slides over the edge a little bit, but could be worse. Yes, this thing is literally designed to block off the engine the rest of the way, so that you have absolutely no chance of seeing it whatsoever. I do like that shape, though. That does look pretty cool. It does look pretty cool. I sent it. Yeah, let me see if it's Waymo. Yup, that's a Waymo. That's a Google Waymo. Oh my god. Here's the thing about Waymos. It's on Green Maverick Rare. Somewhat. You know my name first time pronounced, the W is a V. Props to you. Hey. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I don't. But here's the thing about Waymos, right? Be very careful around them, because there are many records of Waymos just going against traffic casually and just continuing to go against traffic while the people in the car panic out of control and can't do anything. It is insane. It is very funny to watch, but it is also very kind of terrifying when you think about, like, imagine being stuck in a car that just starts not carring effectively anymore, and you just have to pray that you don't die in a car accident because the car doesn't want to do car things. It's crazy. That reminds me of my family watched one run a red light. Oh yeah, that's a light thing that they can do. There's a video of a Waymo just, like, turning out into, like, and it just went the wrong way in traffic. Like, there was traffic, so it pulls out, it's supposed to turn, I have a toy car, it's supposed to turn right, there's traffic here, so it just turns left, and just goes the other way, and it just goes off into the distance going left. It's ridiculous. That was the first way I ever saw a Waymo, and after that, I don't know if I would ever be trusting enough to get into one of those cars. It's like, people complain about Tesla self-driving a lot, but one thing that Tesla self-driving has never done for me is just go against traffic casually. And, like, legitimately just go against traffic. And keep going against traffic. And refuse to stop going against traffic. Waymos are evil robots that want to act dumb so they can get away with murdering people. And it's run by Google, the same people who made Stadia, and are trying to force as many ads down the throats of consumers as humanly possible. with no regrets at all. Are you really sure you want to put your lives into the hands of these people? Oh. Are you excited about the incoming Dart Zone belt-fed MG and that other eliminated type here? You're fine. Seeing cars here, Honda Civic 8 and Opel Mokkas from 2016. I am actually dreading the Dart Zone belt-fed blaster. In fact, I'm dreading it so much that I'm hoping it gets delayed for a really long time so that I don't have to think about it for a while. Because honestly, Dart Zone's belt feds are not the worst. Like, mainly the V-Twin. I love the V-Twin. I've said this before, I'll say it again. The V-Twin is a good blaster. I like it. It's a good one. I have two of them for a reason. But the V-Twin is held back by the quality of the chain. I think that the chains are criminal. Dart Zone's chain design is the worst that exists in the hobby. It is the cheapest possible. It has no dart fit whatsoever. And they are expensive and locked into one, like, hard shell orientation with no modularity or anything whatsoever. And that's why I don't use the V-Twin, is specifically because of the quality of the chain. And it's why I use the Ragefire instead. Because I love the Ragefire, but as a blaster, the V-Twin is infinitely more practical. And the chain just completely ruins the experience. So the new Dart Zone belt-fed blaster has that type of chain, which is just, oh, that's great. Okay, what is he talking about? I'm talking about Dart Zone blasters and chains because I've been asked questions about the Dart Zone belt-fed blaster that's coming out. So that's, I'm dreading. Second drama, also, hi Mikey, welcome to the chat. Back to Legos. I miss when Lego molded terrain onto the base plates like that pyramid set in the old castle once. Definitely me too. I don't know what Kobe is. The second drama is the Maxim Pro. I've gone through like 3 of them because they just keep burning out. It doesn't matter how many generations they do, Maxim Pros reliably, constantly burn out. And the Omnia burns out. And the Mark III burns out. And even the Venom Pro has burned out in certain like, Dart Zone does not make reliable flywheelers, guys. They just don't. That's like a well-known fact that Dart Zone's flywheelers are the most unreliable paperweight blasters ever. Ever. So, you now combine 2 things and you get what Dart Zone's making this year. Unless they black magic some kind of like new revolutionary way to just make it good, I am 100% expecting all of those same problems. So that's what I have to look forward to if I get this blaster. Oh, so we have the entitled people doors again. Nice. I like those kinds of doors. We're almost done with this thing. It's like it's fully coming together now. I don't like those minigun type blasters for heavy, clunky, trigger happy-inators. Kobe's basically Lego, but World War II planes, tanks, classic cars on Boeing planes. I've never heard of that. That sounds pretty cool. But yeah, so I am not excited about that. And the Brute Pro that came out seems to have problems. It's not fair to judge Dart Zone based off of one like review or a couple review samples. It's always best to just wait and see what happens, but it's Dart Zone. They never surprise me, ever. They're always just as disappointing as ever. So, and because I am my channel, I'm gonna have to review them, which is great. I still have to review the Max Striker 2, which I really should do. I don't feel like it. I'm so tired of reviewing pump action springers. And then the other blaster they're making is the Primus. I'm not really excited about that either. It's just a Mark III, but Australia version, I guess. I don't know. Okay, what is the deal with this? Yeah, this is where it's supposed to go. Why isn't it working? God, I just cannot line these pins up no matter what I do. There we go. Good God. I crave the FW 190 from them. I was about to ask you about the Primus. Yeah, it's literally just a Mark III, but upside down. So, okay. I mean, I like the Mark III. I like the Mark III as much as the next guy. I don't think it's like super revolutionary or anything. I mean, I do. I think the trigger mech is cool, and I hope that they improve the trigger mech. I'm also dreading that they completely ruined the Mark III with the Primus. That's my biggest concern is, how did they screw this one up? How did they destroy Mark III with this blaster? And how in God's name is this supposed to fit? If this is right where is it supposed to go like that? I guess? I don't know. Oh, that's why. Okay. Stuff's weird. I don't really know about the Mark III, but I assume the Primus is cheaper than that. I'd love to have a Bren in my clutches. They're actually the same price, because the Mark III is $40 now, and the Primus is $40 as well. I mean, I obviously have to make a video on it, so you'll eventually see a video on that. I'm not really that excited about it, because it's just the Mark III, but upside down. I mean, I've said it before. I don't really know what else to say. You can't aim with it. I don't understand why they're doing that. I really don't understand. It seems like they are... It seems kind of like a joke. Like, yeah, our magazines just really don't feed, so we flipped them over for you so gravity can help. That's what it feels like. I will go see you. Good night, Shadowbee. I'll say I'd rather get a Nitro Shot Primus. Heavy Gunner Blasters, my beloved. I love Heavy Gunner Blasters. It's just the Primus isn't really one. It's more so just like... It's like an AR, but with the mag upside down. Also, it's 2 o'clock, so I failed my objective in completing this thing before 2. We're almost there. This is all that's left. But it has been fun to just stream for a really long time and talk to the chat and just hang out. Talk about Heavy Gunner Blaster. What's your favorite Heavy Gunner Blaster? I'm sorry in advance, but it's the Titan CS50. I can't let this one go unsaid. I love the Titan CS50, even though it's way too expensive. It's very clunky. It's just a rapid strike on steroids. I love that blaster, and it mainly comes down to the fact that it is really, really easy to push to 100 FPS with faster than hyperfire rate of fire just by putting 2 IMRs in it and then 2 regular D batteries. So like with $20 worth of parts, you can make it good. Why do you apologize? Is it that bad? It is known as like the black sheep out of the Heavy Gunner blasters. It is known as the one blaster that you don't get if you like heavy gunner blasters, just because it has nothing to offer. It is just a really big, like a giant rapid strike with a spinning drum and a 50 drum that most of the time does not work. I didn't want the, oh my god, I'm so sick of these stickers. I'm sick of it, I'm sick of it, I'm sick of it. Just there we go. There. The 50 drum is very infamous for just not working. Yes, that's the thing about the 50 drum, is it just doesn't work. And then the actual blaster, the biggest problem with it, is it really supposed to be like that? I guess it is. Like, it looks like there should be a gap there, but there isn't. I don't know. I don't know. It seems to work. But, like, it was $100. Now they're, like, $500 if you get one new from Amazon. I haven't been able to find one for less than, like, $200 online. They are very expensive, and there just isn't much blaster there. It's literally just a big rapid strike. So, for most people, especially for heavy gunner enjoyers, yes, it is that bad. Oh, that's a pretty good print. I like that. Is that supposed to be at that angle? It doesn't seem like it's supposed to be at this angle. What the hell? And it all makes sense. What a cantankerous idiot. Putting the wrong thing in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's supposed to go like this. No wonder there's a giant gap in it. God. If my head wasn't attached to my body, I would freaking deliver it to Timbuktu. First priority shipping. And then say, oopsie poopsie. God! Nerf Airsoft. That would be interesting. That is kind of what AEGs are creating, and that's what I don't like, is because the reason Nerf is so fun is because it's creative and original. It's like every blaster has to be created in an original way in order to really work. So if everything's in AEG, then it's like kind of shooting itself in the foot, because you're removing that creativity by basically ensuring that every blaster has the same mechanism. There we go. You've already got Nerf guns, put airsoft guts inside. Sometimes, yeah, I guess. I don't really think that happens that often, though. Okay, now. Put that there. It has the thing in the back. I can make the other door. Oh, I'm very ready to just go lay back. Do you think you'd rather have full auto for HVZ or semi-auto? Semi-auto, like every time, especially if it's like a modded blaster that has instant re-rev. You basically are like, you have so much of an advantage over full auto because you can actually control your shots very easily. Unless you have a full auto that just completely dumps and yet you're still able to control it, which kind of contradicts itself. Yeah. I saw one on a wall in a I don't know, ish top shop in town near us. It was a strife. Some hours ago, I saw a guy saying N series will probably be Nerf's last series, and after they're done, they'll stop making blast or something. I hope they change boss or whatever. Really? You don't like stock Rapid Strike full? I mean, I love stock Rapid Strike full auto as much as the next guy, but when you get into the real nitty gritty, you gotta get the real nitty gritty stuff. You know what I mean? Hello? Raruneri. I'm gonna hope that's how I pronounce your name because I'm pretty sure I got it wrong. But I'm gonna hope that that's the correct pronunciation, anyways. It is. All right, first try. Okay, now I have to put this door on. Ladies and gentlemen, the entitled people, Lamborghini-style doors are coming together. Look at this. If your car has a door that opens like that, you know that you're more entitled than everyone else in the room. I feel like full auto is overkill, but then again, phase will burn through darts on semi too. You just think of military clothes and gears to post stuff in yourself. Okay. And then 2 of these. What I like, and what I think would be the ideal blaster, and I know FaZe freaking hates this thing, but something like the double punch, where you have like something where you shoot and then it fires a dart, and then you release the trigger and it fires another one. If you're fast like that, that's like infinite darts. And then you reload as needed, one mag at a time. You can still shoot out of the other. You reload the other one, you can still keep shooting. It's kind of convoluted, but you could get used to it. I've actually kind of trained myself to be able to use the double punch pretty quickly. And I'm not the fastest at it, but I have been able to somewhat. Binary trigger, yeah. Pull mags from you, something like that. He did do that because we were on the same team and he ran out of ammo or something. I don't remember. What was your first Nerf blaster? Busby Automated Tommy 20. Which, I don't actually know where that is. It's kind of funny because I always keep track of that one, but I genuinely forgot where I put that. We're almost there. You have 8 stickers that are all the same. One. Like the Ultra Switch. Something like this where you can swap mags instantly. You mean the Ultra Select? You should mod the double punch. Imagine if it falls off the table. And you have to start over. That actually hasn't happened to me before. But yeah, I had the Ultra Select for a while before it broke and just stopped shooting darts entirely and registering that there were darts in the magazine no matter what. It worked almost kind of okay, but I still wouldn't say it was good. I think it was like mediocre at the very best. I don't think it worked that well. I definitely think it could have worked better. Oh my god, I cannot freaking get the sticker to stay still. Oh my god, I can't get the sticker on. I need like a X-Acto knife or something just to be able to fit the sticker in this corner. My boyfriend has one and it works. Well, if it works for him, then it works for him. But mine, I got like 3 mags out of it and then it never, ever worked again. Ever. It never registered another dart. I only shot a couple mags out of that blaster before it just said no. Literally just told me no to my face and never worked again. The Ultra Revolver pistol is be the best secondary. I will 100% agree with you on that. The Ultra 2 is freaking awesome. Like, it's not that hard to mod. You have to fiddle with the triggers and stuff of it in order to get the stupid weird locks to not be stupid and weird. But then after that, you just have a really good blaster. It's not uncomfortable. Like, even the big Cantankerous Ultra Grip works for that blaster. It's just really fun. It's really satisfying. I love the Ultra 2. Definitely a good one. Says, do you have a niche blaster type apart from heavy gunner blasters? Like, for example, I love stupid long AT rifle type blasters. Like anti-tank? I don't know. Like, I really, really don't know. I kind of did for a while. You might take full length even better. Speaking of mods, have you retired from modding, so to speak? I am actually getting tired of being asked this question. No, I am not retiring from modding. I have mods I want to finish. I have mods I still want to do. I can't. I literally can't do them. I either don't have money, or I don't have time, or I don't have either. And especially in the last several months when I've had my job, modding has been a joke. That's not even remotely feasible in my schedule. So eventually, I do want to get back into modding again, but the time and the effort and just the stress of doing so isn't worth it for me right now. I just have too much to do, and I want to focus on them until I am really, like, ready to go back to modding. Oh my god! Ugh, I'm stick from my finger. Fuck. One, two, 5, 6, 7, 9. I love lever action blasters. Never had one, but I wish I had one. I really like lever actions too. I want to sling fire. What projects do you have planned, if you don't mind me asking? Finishing my Percy's and painting it. I kind of want to do an overhaul on the Zero Piston Pump. I do still want to do the Smart Rapid Strike. I don't even know when in God's name one gets that. I still want to do the long shot build. That's kind of like the big one that I still really want to do. And I want to do the Ultra 2 at some point. I'm not sure Ultra 2 when, but eventually I will. This is a really, 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 really weird set. It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. Like, it makes some sense, but it doesn't make that much sense. Nice. Yep. Okay. Yeah, aside from that, I don't really have any mods planned. I kind of just want to finish up the things that I already have set up before I think about doing anything further. But Darkle, to answer your question, I'd say anything that's kind of break action. I really, really like break action stuff. What's the most disappointing blast you ever had? Oh, God. Oh, man. There are so many answers to this question that I could say. Oh, there's so many that I could choose from. Dare I say it, I don't think I'll mod anything again. I can see getting to that point, for sure. The most disappointing one. Oh, there've been so many. That's like trying to ask me if I like pizza more or spaghetti more. There's no right answer to that question. It'll be like a top 3. I mean, even then, that's... It's not... The lack of differential isn't that bad on this car, but you can feel it. You can feel it for sure. Okay. Top 3. I mean, anything from Elite 2.0, that is fair. Definitely, one of them, I don't know if I can make a top 3, but one of them for sure is the Ultra Select. Just because it completely didn't work, and I tried twice with 2 different blasters, and both of them just immediately stopped working after just a couple mags. And it's the same problem. They just won't register that there are any darts in them. At all. It's like there are no darts in the blasters whatsoever. And it just drove me nuts. So, something fell. I don't know where it was. And that frustrated me to no end. A second one. Probably, and this is kind of like, you'd kind of see this coming, but the Max Striker 2. And I mean, the Max Striker 2 was really, really disappointing because it introduced the kind of like the cylinder swap thing that people were doing with the Tomcat, but they didn't do it well. The cylinder still doesn't hold any kind of grip on the darts at all. It is the same problem as the Villainator, same problem as the Tomcat, same problem, or not even the Tomcat, because the Tomcat actually had a pretty good cylinder, like dart holding mech. But definitely the same problem as the Villainator and quite a few other ones, like the Magnum. But now it's $50, and it's on the same level as like the como se llama, the Nexus Pro X, which was more sturdy and more like better. Like, I don't know, it just seemed like a really big waste of money, and I was kind of frustrated after I got it. It was like, really, even this? On that note, the Maxim Pro out of Dart Zone, like that thing pisses me off. That actually might be the most disappointing blaster I've ever seen. I hate the Maxim Pro. I despise the Maxim Pro. It doesn't work. Are you fluent in Spanish? A little bit. Like, I can speak a little bit of Spanish, but not that much. The Maxim Pro is, in my opinion, Dart Zone's best looking blaster. I love the way it looks. I know not very many people like the translucent orange or whatever else. I love the way the Maxim Pro looks. I think it is gorgeous. I think it is an insanely comfortable grip. I think I don't mind the rev trigger, and I got over the rev trigger pretty quickly. The rev trigger is something you get used to, and then once you get used to it, it's fine. Backstrap rev trigger It works. It was hard to get used to while testing it, but a little while after I finished like making my video on it, I kind of grew to it. It works. The trigger feels so good. It's really snappy. It's got really good re-rev backup. Works double A's. It's got an XT30. Same thing as the Mark III. You can take the battery tray out and put a LiPo or a Lion in it. It's just like really, really nice. But it is made so badly that it just ruins the whole thing. It just ruins it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It just dies. It stops working when you need it to work the most. In my video at Hanu, the thing just failed. It just said no while I was trying to use it in a match. It literally just stopped. I wasn't even revving it that hard. I wasn't doing nothing. And it just didn't work. And then FaZe came to mess around with it. And then he managed to kill it like 17 times on stream in a row on double A's. Not even stressing it out that hard. We didn't even get to the point where we killed the motors, and the motors are dying very slowly. The slowest, most excruciating burnout in history of motors are going on with my Maxim Pro right now. Like, consistently, every time I use it, it's like a little bit more dead than it was last time. And then I'm afraid to get another one, because I'm afraid if I get another one, it's just going to burn out and die. And then I'll be out $40 more, or 45, sorry, because now it's 45 because tariffs. And it's oh my god, yeah, I don't know. I really think the Maxim Pro might actually be the most disappointing blaster I've ever seen. Like, it's pretty close between the Maxim Pro and the Nerf Torrent. But the Nerf Torrent, kind of people were expecting to be bad because Hasbro kind of has a track record for every time they try something new, it's abysmal the first time. Or in some cases, it's perfect, like the Strife X. But the Maxim Pro, like, my Maxim Pro's sitting right over there. I can go get it. Like, this is a blaster that I had high hopes for, that I really wanted to like. Like, I was worried about this thing, and then when I actually, like, got it out and started messing with it, I really wanted to like it. It's so comfortable. It's just, oh, it's so, like, nice. It's beautiful. It feels so good in the hand. Like, this feels right. I actually like this handhold more than the Strife X. I know, kill me. You can actually hit the thing with your middle finger. Like, you can't really do that with the Strife X. It has some things that are really good, unlike the Strife X. The Strife X has a tremendous amount of good things, but this has a lot of good things, too, that I really like. I like a lot of things about the Maxim Pro. And then it's just made so badly that it's untrustworthy. You can't trust this thing. You still can't trust this thing. You have to mod it. And for some reason, the only mod kits I've seen for it, I don't know if there's new ones now, but the only mod kits give it a dual stage trigger. I don't want a dual stage trigger. I want to keep the backstrap rev trigger. I don't care if it's a regular rev trigger or a backstrap rev trigger. I want a rev trigger. I don't want a dual stage trigger. I just want a Strife X alternative that I can just go to Walmart and get in case I need one, or in case, like, one of my friend's birthday is coming up and he wants to go to a Nerf war, be able to go to Walmart and get him one of these and trust that it's gonna friggin' work. That's not what the Maxim Pro is, and that's why I think it's the most disappointing blaster ever. But with all that said, it is 2:30 in the morning. Let's go over the thing we've been building for the last, like, almost 3 hours. It looks good. Like, it's look good, except for that not being aligned properly. There we go. Yeah! Back end of it looks pretty good, except, like, the little nuts are out of place. The steering circle is... I don't think it's as good as the Corvette. I don't know. No differential. And you can't really see the engine, which annoys me. I wish you could see the engine better. I wish you could, like, open this up. But you can do that, so you can kind of, like, Sonic the Hedgehog that up a little bit. Yeah. I think that looks kind of cool. But, like, yeah, it's a car. You can drive it around. I mean, if you're like a little kid, then you're not going to pay half a mind. You're just going to like it and play around with it. As long as you can, like, drive it around and mess with it, whatever else, what harm is done? I just think that, like, it's cool, but I feel like there could have been so much more done considering the fact that it's a Technic set. Like, this feels more like a really big Lego City car, like a Lego Creator car, just with steering. I mean, even then, I have a Lego Creator car with steering. Okay, there we go. Man, something I wanted to like was the N-Series Strike Back. When I got it, was wicked excited and found out the darts blow, and it sometimes doesn't fire and sometimes crushes dart. I haven't had that problem with my Strike Back, but that could just be me. So, with that said, I've been streaming for 3 hours, and we finished the Bugatti whatchamacallit. Tomorrow, the horror begins with the Unimog that I still have to finish. And I'm genuinely praying, if any of y'all know of any mods for the Maxim Pro that just replace the motors and just replace the stupid micro switch, because it's the switch and the motors. Those two things that just die. It's not the wiring or anything. It's the motors and the switch. The most important parts of the blaster that are made too cheap to work. If you know of any mods that just fix those but keep the rev trigger, please let me know. And with all that said, thanks for watching this episode of Late Night Legoing. I hope to see y'all again very, very soon. Bye, have a wonderful time. Bye, have a wonderful time.